everyone, you're watching Awaz News. I'm Kubra Ali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.
Canada bringing back mandatory random testing of travelers arriving at main airports. Health Canada approves first COVID-19 vax for youngest kids.
Hamilton police urge caution on trails after woman assaulted in unprovoked incident.
Police looking for a pair of identical twins after man stabbed in downtown Toronto. Man 41 charged with first-degree murder in Whitby stabbing. Ontario gas prices set to drop again. Here's when that will happen. Fourth COVID-19 vaccine dose booking to open today for Ontarians aged 18 to 59. Ontarians might get money from the federal government this week.
Muslim relief charity asks Supreme Court to rule on refusal to freeze suspension.
Ontario teen charged in frauds targeting OLG online gaming.
Those were the headlines, and now let's jump right into the details.
Starting next week, fully vaccinated travelers entering Canada through Toronto Pearson International Airport will once again be subjected to mandatory random COVID-19 testing. The policy, which was temporarily suspended last month amid long lines and delays at airports, will resume on July 19 for travelers arriving by air at Canada's 4 major Canadian airports in Vancouver, Calgary, Montreal, and Toronto. The testing, however, will be conducted off-site as to not disrupt service at the airports. Individuals can get the tests either in person at testing locations and pharmacies or use a self-swab test at home during a virtual appointment. CTV News Toronto has contacted Toronto Pearson for more information on how this could affect delays for passengers. Canada's drug regulator approved Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine for infants and preschoolers Thursday, making it the first vaccine approved for that age group in the country. Health Canada now says the Moderna vaccine can be given to young children between the ages of 6 months and 5 years old in doses 1/4 the size of that approved for adults. After a thorough and independent scientific review of the evidence, the department has determined that the vaccine is safe and effective at preventing COVID-19 in children between 6 months and 5 years of age, the department said in a statement posted to Twitter. The approval expands COVID-19 vaccine eligibility to nearly 2 million children in Canada, though where and when the vaccine will be given to the kids will be determined by provinces.
Police in Hamilton are urging the public to be cautious on trails and paths after a woman was dragged off a trail while walking Wednesday morning. Hamilton police said the incident happened at around 9:30 a.m. on a trail in an area of Upper Paradise and Dunnicky Drive. According to police, a woman was walking on the trail when she was approached by an unknown male who dragged her off the path. He then proceeded to assault her, but interrupted by witnesses who were walking through the area, police said. He fled on foot southbound toward Upper Paradise. The suspect is described as a black male between 18 and 24 years of age, standing approximately 6 feet tall and weighing around 175 pounds. He has a lean athletic build with curly hair. He was wearing a navy blue t-shirt, black or navy baggy jogging pants, and was carrying a crossbody bag. Police described the attack as unprovoked and said they are urging the public to be cautious on trails in light of the incident. They advised running with a partner when possible, telling someone the route you are taking and how long you will be gone, avoiding unlit paths when it's dark, and carrying a cell phone or personal alarm. Police are asking anyone with the information about the incident to contact investigators.
Toronto police are looking for a pair of identical twins wanted in connection with the downtown stabbing investigation. The incident happened on Saturday, July 8 at Bay and Front Streets. Investigators said sometime before 9:25 p.m. that night, 2 males approached a 20-year-old man and got into a fight that resulted in the man being stabbed. The 2 men then fled the area, police said. They are described as identical twins, 5'10" with light black skin, a thin build, and black curly hair. The suspects were both last seen wearing a white t-shirt and gray jeans. A 41-year-old man has been charged with the first-degree murder after he allegedly stabbed another man at a Whitby residence on Wednesday afternoon. Police have previously described the incident at a property on Regatta Crescent as domestic related. However, few details about the precise circumstances have been released. In a new release issued on Thursday, police said that a 44-year-old man was found at the scene with life-threatening injuries following the initial stabbing call. He was rushed to the hospital but succumbed to his injuries a short time later. The authorities say that the suspect fled the scene in a vehicle but was later located at trailer park in Kerrfield with the assistance of the Ontario Provincial Police. The suspect was arrested without incident, the release noted. Gas prices are set to drop to the lowest the province has seen in months, according to one industry expert. Canadians for Affordable Energy President Dan McTeague that Southern Ontario is set to see its lowest prices since April 15. Even after gas prices dropped 7 cents a litre Thursday, they will fall again 2 cents a litre for Friday, pushing prices down to 175.9 for most Southern Ontario, McTeague said on Wednesday evening. Motorists will see a dip at the pump in Toronto, the GTA, Ottawa, Kitchener, London, Windsor, Barrie, Niagara, and Kingston, the industry watcher said. This anticipated drop follows a huge decrease in the cost of gas in Ontario that began last month. In part, this series of drops is due to Ontario cutting provincial gas tax. Ontarians between 18 and 59 started booking fourth COVID-19 vaccine doses on Thursday morning as the province expanded access to all adults amid a seventh wave of infections. The provincial booking site began allowing any adult who had their first booster at least 5 months ago to book another shot as of 8 a.m. Appointments were also available through pharmacies and public health units that have their own booking systems. Some residents were eager to book right away. Emily Clark, a public health worker in Hamilton, was able to book appointments for herself and her husband, securing shots for next week. It was no big deal, said Clark, who has elderly family members and an unvaccinated 4-year-old. We have been fortunate enough to avoid COVID-19 so far. We really just want to make sure that we are as protected as we can be, but not everyone's experience was smooth. A check from the government is on tap for many Ontarians this week. That's because the first installment of the Climate Action Incentive Payment, CAIP, is set to be issued on July 15, along with the retroactive payment for April. The CAIP is a tax-free payment created to help offset the cost of the federal pollution pricing. This follows the federal government's 2019 move to establish a national price on carbon pollution. In the past, CAIP was handed out as a refundable credit claimed on an annual basis, but as of this month, the government has pivoted to quarterly installments. The payment is only available to people living in Ontario, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. The amount residents receive depends on their family situation and the province they live in. Ottawa, a Muslim international relief charity, is telling the Supreme Court of Canada the federal government should not be allowed to shoot first and hold a hearing later when it comes to levying administrative penalties. Ottawa-based Human Concern International is asking the top court to review the Federal Court of Appeal's refusal to freeze a government-imposed suspension which prohibited the charity from issuing tax receipts while a challenge of the penalty played out. The Canada Revenue Agency levied the 1-year suspension in July 2021 following an audit by the Revenue Agency's Charities Directorate that flagged concerns about 6 initiatives. The charity argues federal agencies will be empowered to impose penalties before an airing of the issues and prior to a determination of guilt. The initiatives included 3 education and health projects in India, education and skills development of orphans in Bangladesh, orphan support in Somalia, and an education project in Kenya. An Ontario teenager is facing multiple charges in connection with several frauds that targeted online gaming platforms. An investigation was launched in May 2021 after the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation contacted police
about potential illegal activity on its gaming sites. According to Ontario Provincial Police, between March and December of last year, a number of fraudulent player accounts were created using forged or altered documents, using stolen or fake credit cards. Police allege that cell phone accounts had also been hacked in order to acquire new phones. On July 5th, a 17-year-old male was taken into custody and charged with fraud over $5,000, 3 counts of fraud under $5,000, give accounts of personation with intent, and 7 counts of using forged documents. The accused, who cannot be identified under the Youth Criminal Justice Act, is scheduled to appear in court on August the 16th.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good night.